Hi guys, this is Magic, and this is Soul Therapy with Magic. It's been a while. I hope you guys are doing well. We have entered Libra season, and there is going to be quite a few changes that we are going to experience collectively. I've been quite active on my other channel, Find the Magnificence in You. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, please do. I do daily tarot readings. I do zodiac sign tarot scopes and mid-month readings and different readings as they come, as they're channeled. I also have a series called Sacred Soulmates. Check that out. Sagittarius videos have been trending, so I would like for you guys to check out that channel as well. I wanted to share something that I channeled and I've been channeling. I wrote something. So there was a meme that I came across on Twitter, and it was by Astrology Vibes. And this astrologer wrote, Mars works in extremes. Its opposite, Venus, works in harmony and balance. Lean into Libra energy whenever the Mars and Aries retrograde energy gets to be too much. Libra offers understanding, right relations with others, and cooperation. What was interesting is, prior to me seeing this tweet, I too posted on Twitter, and I posted on September 23rd at 7:34 p.m. So if you follow me on Twitter, you can actually go and see these tweets. And I posted that in a recent reading I did on my other channel, which I'm going to actually upload to this channel. It was the equinox reading, and it was about a portal, right, to a new paradigm. I wrote, in a recent reading, I talked about the difference in the aspects of God, or how we perceive this concept. I talked about the divine feminine expression of God as merciful, compassionate, forgiving, nurturing, and mothering. And then I went on and explained the divine masculine expression as protective, structure and order, disciplinary, and fatherly. It sometimes even expresses vengeful and wrathful, right? We ask God to avenge us against evil and our enemies, to protect us and to keep us safe, to provide like a father would or should. However, we were taught to only view God as man, but forgot to honor the motherly, divine feminine expression of God. Please don't mistake my words for any religious doctrines or belief systems. Why is balance important? We must understand that we are meant to come into wholeness collectively. Understanding that no matter the label, we have been in an illusion of separation for far too long. We collectively must introduce and integrate Divine Mother in our collective consciousness as a primary principle. Feminine expression of God is mother, and divine expression of God is father. And both must be viewed as a whole, not as two separate entities. Collectively, there is a dismantling of previous patriarchal constructs, and these constructs are what created imbalances in our society, right? Cosmically, we see Mars, sacred masculine, and Venus, divine feminine, playing a huge part in bringing balance to conflict and ushering an era of peace, making space for the divine feminine expression of God. Collectively, we are softening to unconditional love. So I wrote that on September 23rd. Now let's get a message from this deck. I'm using the Starseed Oracle deck. It's a great deck. If you would like to purchase this, I believe it's on Barnes & Noble's. It's by Rebecca Campbell. Maybe Amazon. I believe you can find it on Amazon. This was gifted to me, actually, and I don't really know who sent it to me. But whoever sent it to me, if you're watching, thank you so much. I really love this deck. So let's get a message to piggyback on that channeled message that I typed up on Twitter. Now, Twitter sucks because I can't fix my typos. But on my Instagram, I posted that Twitter post and I added to it. And I wanted to share that with you guys because, again, I'm not talking about religion or anything like that or specifying a religion. I'm talking about how we perceive the creator or God, or what we call God, right? We've always perceived it as a masculine personification, right, of God. Wow, this is so interesting. We've always perceived it as a personification of masculine or man, right? A father. But we forgot that femininity or of the feminine is the part of God, right? Or our concept of God that is merciful, that is forgiving, that is compassionate. And the other side of God, which is masculine, is the part that we need to protect us and to avenge us and to bring in structure, discipline, right? If you do something wrong, you will get punished, right? By God. That's the concept, right? We're talking about constructs. And collectively, if I have a belief system that preaches a doctrine of fatherly God, I'm talking about how can we introduce a motherly figure, right? How can we bring wholeness to this concept? Because motherly is what nurtures and provides nourishment and gives you a different type of protection, and it gives you a feeling of safety and home and comfort, right? And yes, you can find those things in your father, but this is the feminine expression. And I think that has been pulled out through the patriarchal programming and conditioning that we've been going through for many eons. And I think that this new era, right, we're going into the age of Aquarius, or starting or have been in the age of Aquarius. No one really knows astrologically. But this is ushering a new paradigm, a new way of free thinking, sovereignty, and not being so rigid in our beliefs and so misinformed or misaligned individually and collectively, because conflict is caused because there is an intolerance to other people's beliefs and expressions of God, right? Godliness. Why am I saying expression of God? Because me ascending to my or reawakening to the spiritual side of me, right? Outside of being human is to express godlike, right? Is to be my godlike self. In order for me to be my godlike self, I must behave and act and express in a godlike manner, right? And my feminine side is nurturing and compassionate and forgiving and tolerant and patient and caring, right? And warm. And my masculine expression of God is disciplined and logical and strong. And I am also I wanted to say wrathful and capable of being angry and capable of being, dualistic, and be comfortable with that. And I'm not saying that that's God's imagery. If you read the Old Testament, it is. God is a vengeful God. God will burn down your cities if you don't follow, the law or whatever. But no, I'm saying dualistically, my God self can stand up and can defend and can speak my truth without fear and can, get a little rowdy if I have to, right? I can. That's the dualistic nature of human. We are both light and we are both dark, and we are both feminine and masculine. Venusian energy is about beauty, love, and balance, and Martian energy is about conflict. But how do we find the balance between the two, right? Collectively. So I wrote, this concept may seem radical to religious people, but I'm not talking about religion. I'm sharing my thoughts and my words to get a different perspective, to encourage people to use their intellect and critical thinking when it comes to the suppression of the womb man on this planet, and also the suppression of the feminine expression of God in creation, and our belief systems and our philosophies, etc. I'm talking about how the concept of God is perceived collectively. How do we express godliness? How can we represent a godly nature or behave in a godly way without using labels or religion? Many people have an understanding of this concept, but it's expressed as polytheistic. However, even then, the main or top God is expressed as fatherly or masculine. I'm simply bringing a different perspective of how collectively we view the concept of a higher power. No matter the belief system, I think we need to view the expression of God as a whole entity, not just personification of the physicality of a man or woman. We are taught to view God as a man or fatherly figure, but what about the mother? We were taught that via Christianity that God or Jesus was born through a human mother, because logically you can't have a man biologically and collectively as a species without a female vessel, mother. So who taught us that the Creator is only expressed as fatherly when naturally and evidently females created life? We were conditioned to replace the mother principle, aka divine feminine, with everything patriarchal. I'm just saying that we need to start incorporating a more balanced approach collectively so people can stop persecuting others as they see fit and bring attention to the concepts that they preach in the first place. Are we not taught in all religions to not judge, or to be compassionate, or to be kind or generous, etc.? All things motherly. There is a very rigid view of spirituality collectively being perpetrated in all different belief systems. Intolerance has muddled our innate ability to express our godliness. Spirit wanted to bring a message called deep cellular healing, Taurus energy, physical and emotional healing. I love it. And I love it because this is about what needs to be done collectively, is to heal people on a cellular level, on an emotional level. And what I like is this book is amazing. The artwork is amazing, but I wanted to read a little bit of that card because it's very interesting that came out. And I'm a reader and I like words. It says, you may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating all challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body as well as your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentness, to have a soothed nervous system and tranquil heart. So they're talking about balance. So let me read the first part so it can make sense to what I was talking about. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. And this is what I said in my message. I said, and on Twitter, and I quote, let me find it again. I put, feminine expression of God as mother and divine expression of God as father, and both must be viewed as a whole, not two separate entities. When you're imbalanced, it's because the divine masculine or feminine are not in alignment. And it's just words that are all talking about balance. Okay, let's just put it into perspective. If you're suffering from a mystery or a chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body. That is the feminine energy. To give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care, motherly energy. Okay, very interesting. And the vitality part, and after it's interesting that they brought this one out. Physical and emotional healing. Physical would be that masculine aspect, and the emotional would be the feminine aspect. They're saying that there needs to be some sort of deep cellular healing collectively and individually. It's affecting your health. the imbalance, the conflicts, there is some sort of rigidness that's affecting everybody, human and mankind, and likewise, the species, all the different species on this planet, because there's such an imbalance collectively. And it's not just about how we express, right? And I'm talking about the expression of God, because higher self expression is what I'm saying. In other words, right? Outside of just being human, how can we be good humans, right? Whatever good means to you. How can we be kinder and softer and balanced, but still be, fierce and strong and protective, and you know what I mean? How can we be both? How can we be both human and godly, spiritual? The feminine expression of God needs to be reintroduced, because it is the tender, it is the nurturing, it is the calm, it is the soothing energy that we need. We need to tap into it collectively, male or female, doesn't matter the gender. We all have this energy around us. It's in nature, it's in everything we see, it's in everything that brings us comfort, right? So it's just interesting, because I wanted to talk to you guys about that quickly. I wanted to get some, a few different viewpoints or perspectives on that. Please check out my Twitter, check out my Instagram account. Let me know what you thought about this video. I'm going to bring out more videos. We're going to talk about different things. I'm going to just be expressing, and hopefully you guys chime in and have something to talk about with me. But soul therapy, deep cellular healing, how can we express godliness? This is talking about your health. Being more motherly to yourself means to take care of yourself. So if you are putting things in your body that are harming your body, you want to look at that, okay? And you want to look at why you might be doing that, right? All right. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Talk to you guys soon.